There's a room inside your bank you've never seen. No sign, no keypad, but your net worth decides if you're allowed in. At $0, the door is brick. At $10,000, it cracks open. At $1 million, they hold it for you. At $25 million, they built the room for you. I've sat on both sides of that door. When I had $47 in my account, the bank charged me $35 to be broke. When I crossed $250,000, the same bank started calling me by my first name and waiving fees before I asked. What changed? Not me, the rung I was on. Today I'm showing you all 6 rungs of the hidden ladder, $0 to 25 and exactly how the bank treats you at each one. Because once you see the ladder, you'll never look at your balance the same way again. And more important, you'll know exactly how to climb. At $0 to $1,000, the bank sees you as paperwork and risk. You'll wait 20 minutes to open an account. You'll get charged $35 if you overdraft by $4. James is 22. He works at a warehouse. His check is $850 every 2 weeks. Last month he bought gas for $42. His balance was $40. The bank let it go through and charged him $35. He paid $77 for $42 of gas. That's 83% interest for 3 days. The bank didn't call him. The bank didn't warn him. The bank's computer did exactly what it was programmed to do. At this level, you don't get a banker. You get a 1-800 number. You don't get advice. You get fees. Because to the bank you cost more than you make them. Practical way out. Get your direct deposit above $500 a month and ask for overdraft off. Keep a $100 buffer. That $100 is your armor. It turns off 90% of fees at this level. The bank starts respecting you at $1,000. Not because you're rich, because you stopped bleeding. At $1K to $10K, you're no longer a risk. Now you're a fee farm. The bank loves you because you're stable enough to pay, not rich enough to leave. Maria runs a salon. She keeps $4,000 in her account for supplies. She has a checking account, a savings account, and a card. That's 3 monthly fees if she slips up. Last year she paid $288 in fees. That's 7% of her balance, just to hold her own money. She called the bank. They waived 2 months. Then the fees came back. At this level, you'll start getting pre-approved credit card offers in the mail. Not because they like you, because 24% interest on a $2,000 balance is $480 per year to them. How banks treat you: polite, but transactional. You'll talk to a different person every time, but everyone knows your account number. Practical move: consolidate to one account. Ask for no fee or minimum balance waiver. If they say no, you leave. At $5,000, local institutions will fight for you. You break this level at $10,000, because at $10K, you stop being a fee. You start being a deposit. At $10K to $100K, the bank finally wants to keep you. You'll get a personal banker's card. They'll call you twice a year. They'll offer you free checks. David is a plumber. He saved $65,000 for a down payment over 6 years. His bank gave him a direct line. No more 1-800, no more 20-minute waits. When he applied for a truck loan, his rate was 1.5% lower than the dealership. Why? Because his $65K deposit makes the bank money every day. They want to reward that. At this level, you'll get invited to free financial reviews. It's not advice. It's a sales meeting. They'll show you charts and suggest accounts that pay them more. How they treat you: respectful. If you miss a payment, the calls start fast, because you're valuable enough to lose. Practical play: use the personal banker for what you need. Better rates, waived fees. Don't buy anything in that free review until you sleep on it 48 hours. You graduate this level at $100K, because at 6 figures, you're not just a deposit, you're a household. At $100K to $1 million, the bank rolls out the soft carpet. You get a dedicated banker with a cell number. You get Saturday appointments. You get coffee. Karen and Tom own a small contracting company. They have $320,000 across accounts. Their banker knows their kids' names. When their line of credit was due, he called 3 weeks early. Why? Because $320K is enough to move to another bank tomorrow, and losing a $320K household costs that banker his bonus. You have leverage now. You'll get offered relationship rates on loans, 0.25% off if you keep money with them. You'll get free wires, free safe deposit box, free notary. Small things that save $500 a year. But watch this. They'll also push you harder to invest through them. Because a $200K investment pays the bank thousands per year. Your $200K deposit pays them hundreds. How they treat you? Like a junior partner. They'll remember your birthday, but if your balance drops below $100K, the perks vanish fast. Practical move? Use the perks. Use the rate discounts. But keep your investing separate until you've compared 3 places. Leverage only works if you use it. At $1 million to $10 million, you leave the branch. You enter private or preferred banking. No lines, no lobbies. Your banker comes to your office or your kitchen table. Dr. Evans sold his practice. He has $4.2 million from the sale. His banker brought tax forms to his house and introduced him to a lending specialist at 8 p.m. Your loan approvals happen in days, not weeks. Your interest rates are negotiated. Your fees are waived as a courtesy. Why the change? At $4 million, you generate $20K to $60K per year for the bank, just sitting there. If you leave, a manager gets a call from regional. You're not a number. You're a line item. You'll get invited to dinners, sports boxes, market updates. It's relationship glue. Because keeping you is 5x cheaper than finding a new $4 million client. How they treat you? Like a VIP. But remember, VIP means very important profit. If you stop being profitable, the kitchen table visits stop too. Practical move? Negotiate everything. Rates, fees, minimums. At this level, silence costs you $10,000 per year. At $10 million to $25 million plus, you're not a client. You're the business. The bank builds teams around you. Lender, planner, trust officer. They meet about you weekly. A family sold their distribution company for $22 million. The bank assigned them a single point of contact. She has 15 clients total. She answers weekends. Your loans are custom. Your rates beat public sheets. Your money moves same day. Your problems get solved before you know their problems. Why? Because $22 million can generate $200K plus per year for the bank. And if you refer one friend, that's another $200K. You're a profit center. How they treat you? Like a partner. You'll get access to investments most people never see. You'll get introduced to other 10 million plus clients. The bank becomes your network. But the rule never changes. You get what you negotiate. At 25 million, you can ask for almost anything legal, and they'll find a way to say yes. Practical truth. You don't need 25 million to get treated well. You need to understand the ladder. Get to 1,000, then 10K, then 100K. Each rung changes your life. Here's the life-changing truth nobody told you at 18. The bank isn't your enemy. It's a mirror. At $0, it reflects chaos back at you with fees. At $100,000, it reflects respect. At $10 million, it reflects partnership. The mirror didn't change. Your rung did. And that's eye-opening because it means you're not stuck. You don't need to beat the system. You need to understand it. Every dollar you keep from fees is a dollar that climbs the ladder for you. Every $1,000 buffer is a brick in the wall between you and desperation. Every $100,000 is a key that unlocks a room you didn't know existed. I've lived at level 1. I've sat in level 6 meetings. The difference isn't intelligence. It's not luck. It's inches. One rung at a time. So stop asking, how do I get rich? And start asking, how do I get to the next rung? If you're negative, your job is 0. If you're at 0, your job is 10K. If you're at 10K, your job is 100K. Forget the top of the ladder today. Win the rung in front of you. Because when you do, the bank changes. Your stress changes. Your choices change. Your life changes. And it starts with one decision. Treat your money like it's trying to get you into that room. Because it is. Now you know the ladder exists.